Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can automate your Google Workspace license management activities. Basically, you want to know which users are not active in your organizations, but I've got a license assigned to them. And then you want to go ahead and get approval to revoke those licenses and potentially delete those users. This situation is normally happen when you onboard and offboard contractors frequently, or even employees. Sometimes the offboarding process doesn't go as expected, and then what happens? You end up paying Google the money you shouldn't be paying. So luckily with Zenphi, it's quite easy to automate that process and put it on autopilot. Now I've gone ahead and already created a flow. This flow, you've configured it to run every quarter. So basically every 3 months it's gonna run, but you can configure it to run every month, every week, if that works better for you. First thing it does, it goes and uses this action called get licenses, list licenses. We name it get active licenses. And if we say go and look in this domain and see all the licenses which are assigned we have used for this specific product. For the demo purpose, I'm limiting the result to 5, but you can retrieve up to 10,000, I believe. So once we have the licenses, we want to find out uh, from those licenses which user is not active. And the way we define active here, if the user hasn't performed any activity on Google Drive in the last 30 days, we consider it as inactive. Now you may have different criteria, and I'll show you how you can configure those criteria. So first thing, I go and get the current date time, and I subtract 30 days, minus 30 days from it. Now, next thing I start looking through the licenses that I've assigned, and then I use this action called list activities. Um, so this one goes and checks a specific user activities, or you can check activities for all the users in your organization. Now, if you can see, I've configured go and check the activity for this specific user because we're looking through the license, um, and we get the user ID from the license. And I say the application name I'm interested is Google is Drive. You can use calendar, chat, Gmail, and all those things as well. And you can also provide event name as well. Like if you're interested to know if someone has created a document in the last 30 days. And then start time, I'm gonna use the last 30 days ago, the date that we just calculated as the start time. And I'm just saying return only one activity because if the user has done only one activity, we consider him or her as an active user. So we go and run this action for each one of those licenses, and then here we check if their user has done any activity or not. And if yes, we go and add, if not, sorry, we go and add a row to this sheet. That means the user hasn't done any activity in the last 30 days. The reason we do it because once we're done, we send that sheet to someone to review and say, I wanna delete these users, or I don't want to delete these users. So basically, we just want to get approval before going and deleting them. So the way they do it, we send it to some person, to some employee in our company, and the person should go and mark this as yes. And once he or she's done it, we come here, the next step, we come here, we use the lookup um, action to go and look up those rows which are marked as yes from the sheet, and then we start looking through them, each one of them, and then delete it. Now here I've cheated a bit. I'm not actually deleting the users. I'm just logging to history. But if you want to delete user, you can go ahead and use one of these actions here, delete user, or you can suspend user, or you can revoke the license, whichever way works best for you. Now let's see that in action. I've already saved the action. I'm going to start a new instance from here so we can follow. Start new instance. So we go here. I should see the items getting added. Let's quickly check where the flow is up to. Like it seems there's a new row added, must be added to the sheet. Oh, there it is already, it's added. Now, I believe that's it. Let's go and see if it's gone and sent the approval task. And yes, it is. It has sent it. Now that we have sent the approval task, let's go to our inbox. The task has come through. If I look at the task, this is a link to the same Google Sheet. Can click on it. It's going to open up the same sheet. I'm just going to go and say, only delete the second one. Don't need to delete the first one. That's it. I go back and I say done. If I go back to the flow, we should receive a response for a task. And as you can see, um, it only ran the delete once. And if I look at the log, um, it only ran the delete once. So as you can see, with just a few drag and drops, it managed to automate this process and put it on autopilot. And it's going to save you a lot of time and money as well, because you don't end up paying the license fees, which you should not be paying actually. So hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video. Please let us know if you got any feedback, and happy automating.